What's up, guys? It's John Mascarella from Side Hustle Experiment. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I know a lot of people have subscribed recently, so thank you. If you're not subscribed, you better subscribe because I'm just giving away tons of information, how to make extra money on Amazon and eBay. I'm a full-time bookseller. I am getting into online arbitrage as well. I sell on Amazon and eBay. And in today's video, I am going to go over how you would know if you got a bad batch of books that have already been gone through. I recently, it's kind of a weird story, but I partnered someone who buys all the DVDs and media for me that are duds. He cleans out storage units. So this one storage unit had a ton of books and he usually just donates them. But in this case, there's like 13 Gaylords of them. They're like all over there. I don't know if you can see, but in this case, he's like, since there's so many, can you pay me for them? And we kind of do business together. So I was like, I could pay for the truck rental. And then he's like, well, can we trade a pallet of DVDs as well? Which cost me about $400, which he would pay me. So I'm in it like $815. I'm gonna have some labor on top of that. Obviously the helper is gonna help me. The lister is gonna list the books. But we've been through about 5 different Gaylords so far, and it's very, very apparent that these books are from a seller, and there are a ton of duds. So I actually wrote down a list of things as I was going through the Gaylords and kind of laughing to myself. It's not funny, but it's just like, oh man, like these are definitely tall tale signs that you got a bad batch, or another seller went through them. So I'm going to run down those. I think I have 10 here. I have some examples down here. And then I'm going to give you some things you could do about it to kind of make it better and not as bad. So here we go. Number 1 is the books will have different covers. So this one scanned for FBA. And the cover does not match what was scanned. So that's number 1. So the covers are going to be different. Number 2, the books that do scan positive are going to have really high ranks. So for example, there might be a book worth $2, $3, $4, but the rank on that book is going to be like 1 to 2 million. Those are books that obviously now with the restock limits, you do not want to be sending in. But in general, you wouldn't want to send a book like that into Amazon for $2. Number 3, this is a big one, and before I keep going, this could be applied to going to a thrift store as well. These are all signs that someone might have scanned the books before you got there, and so it goes both ways for bulk and that. Number 3, the stickers. So you'll see books like this. You could see that sticker is like they peeled it down like that. Same with like Borders ones. You'll see here like they're definitely picking them off. So that's a sign that, they already scanned it. The good FBA books. So you're finding good FBA books and you're like, oh, finally, like, I found one, but it's full of highlighting and underlining. And for me, that's a no-go. I'm talking like filled, not like a couple highlights or underlines, but like almost every page. And it's just so tough to go through loads like this. Number 5, sets will be missing books. So like this right here, this is a set of books. And you'll see here the numbers I have are 2, 6, 3, 5, and 7. There are no other ones. I'm not even sure how many books are in this set, but if I had to guess, probably about 12 to 15. So you're going to notice a lot of the sets that you get, you'll probably be missing one. One book you could have all 3, but one book will be like in really bad condition. So that is number 5. Number 7, you're going to get lots of ex-library books. So ex-library books are books you could see have like, this is from a library. This one, some of the times they have like cards in the back. This one does not. But yeah, a lot of ex-library books. Those tend to be like a little more on the beat up side because obviously people have been reading them a lot. They have stickers all over them. Not really a great thing to have a ton of. 8, textbooks. So if you have a lot of textbooks, you scan all them and like none of them are good or they look old. This one is super old. Let's see here. Yeah, this one's from like 2009. So you'll see a ton of old textbooks and they will not scan. You might get lucky and a buyback company might buy them, but pretty much not. I forgot which one I'm on. I think 7. So number 8, you're gonna get a lot of books that have water damage. Again, these are probably books that will scan. Good for FBA, but it has water damage. The pages are messed up. Definitely not something you could send in. And a lot of buyback companies will not pay for those books either. Number 9. You'll see boxes like this that are labeled. You'll see this box says here, it says no barcode books. So obviously these books were sorted in some way. And yeah, I mean, obviously they're labeled. I did see a couple other boxes that said SBYB, which in my head is sell back your book. So they might have put some stuff aside for them. So yeah, that is another sign. Number 10, let me see if I can find the book. Here. The books that you do find that could be like maybe good for eBay are in pretty bad shape. You can see this one has, I don't know, like a leaf or something. It has name in it. This one is definitely, I don't know, has all sorts of issues. It's really old. So a lot of those as well are going to be really hard to move on eBay. I mean, even if the comps are good, like let's say that book sold for 100, you might have to sell it for 50 just because it's in terrible shape. So those are the 10 reasons or things that might happen. 1, you'll have a different cover book. 2, really high ranked books for the ones that are good. 3, stickers peeled. 4, FBA books that are good are full of highlights and underlines. Number 5, profitable books that scan will be super high rank for Amazon. 6, sets will be missing random books. There is also one in this one that has, I think it's a 10 set. It only has 8. Number 7, lots of ex-library books that are in bad shape. Number 8, there are a ton of textbooks that do not scan and are old. Number 9, boxes are labeled. Well, it could be for buyback or something else. And number 10, lots of water damaged books. And I might have did that in a different order, but my handwriting is terrible. So that is that. So now that we kind of went over that, what can you do about it? So there's not a lot. So basically the best thing to do is get through the books as quickly as you can. So for us, we're taking boxes, like we're seeing boxes like Danielle Steele books or something. We're just putting it in the no good pile for the dud person to come and get it. Other things like, we're not setting aside, like if it's in bad condition, it's gone. We're sending whatever we can to buyback companies. And that's kind of what we're doing. You want to try to get through it as quickly as possible. You don't want to waste a lot of time. It also depends. So this person seemed pretty thorough. And you could tell that because the books that you are scanning that are good or, can't be sent to Amazon. There's a reason they're in that box. And when you're scanning, look for your accept rate. So I don't know what this accept rate is. If I had to guess, it's probably at like 2%. We scanned 5 Gaylords, I think. And we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, maybe 15 for merchant fulfilled, and like another 10 for FBA. That is absolutely terrible. So we're probably looking at about 1 to 2% accept rate on that. So obviously this person was pretty thorough and knew what they were doing. So yeah, number one, try to get through them as quickly as possible. Number two, really try for eBay. There is a ton of books over here that are set aside for eBay. This is almost your only way out of a situation like this, is to find some valuable books that sell on eBay. I already come across maybe 5 or 6 $100 books that will sell, that I just know of off the top of my head, that I've done some quick research on. And there'll be a bunch of sets and stuff. So hopefully will kind of dig us out. We'll probably, I don't know, hopefully break even. We definitely will break even on the truck and the trade that we made, but with labor, I don't know. So yeah, you're gonna want to look up a lot of eBay books and just try, again, like don't spend a lot of time, but a lot of times people who are thorough with Amazon, aren't so with eBay. So you might have some opportunity there. And the last thing you could do is just move on. Like, this happens. I have gotten bad loads before. There's really nothing you could do about it. I mean, obviously, there's a reason why I do not do deals like this. I do not pay for books. I do not clear out storage units for this exact reason. If the guy wanted just to donate them, yeah, I would have took them. And I probably would have been like, you know what, we're not going through this. It's not worth the time. But we are in it. So that's how you kind of have to think about it. Like, there's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff. And unfortunately, this does not look like the best load. Again, I have to do eBay and crunch the numbers and see what we're gonna get into. But I'll probably do an update video on that and let you guys know what ended up happening. But yeah, that's kind of really the only things you could do. One, you want to get through it as quickly as possible. Two, utilize buyback companies. Three, really try to look for stuff on eBay. And, just have a positive attitude about it. Like, this happens, move on. In this case, I think there is going to be a decent amount for eBay. So I'm not going to be like, oh, we're not going to scan through them. But next week, we are going to pick up the pace a lot on them. If they look crappy or whatever, we're just going to kind of dump the box and not really go through it. But that's the video. That's kind of how you know. This is also good if you want to apply this to a thrift store. That works. If you want to apply it to a donation, you might not want to scan through it. For Gaylords, it's very similar. You're going to get these types of books. The Gaylords might even have stickers on them saying like trash, recycle, stuff like that. But those are kind of some of the signs that, you probably have a bad batch of books. It sucks, but, that's how it goes sometimes. You just got to get through it, move on to the next batch, and just don't do business with that person again. Again, I'm not saying I'm not doing business with them. I went into this knowing I was hoping there would be a lot of eBay stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But that's what I got for you guys today. Please like the video, please subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you gotten bad books before? How do you deal with it? Did I miss anything? I love to hear from you guys. I will see you guys in the next video.